seeing this? Hold on a sec, Miles. I got it. You're gonna be safe. Yeah, same here. Hey, Genki?
I know. The whole city's telecom network is down.
What's happening to the requests that are coming in?
They'll all get queued, but... Wait. I'm gonna try a workaround.
Work fast.
Right before the app went down, I saw a request for help at Liberty and Broadway.
Headed there now. What a mess. Marco, what got into you? There they are. I've got you. Hold on. You okay? I am now. Thank you.
Spider-Man! Chief needs your help! Spider-Man, got a minute? Got a call with the precinct up ahead and the line cut out. We gotta get through to set up triage.
On it, Chief.
That did it.
Mr. Parker, I need your help to get the app back online.
What do you need?
Get to the roof of the building on Worth and Lafayette.
What's the plan?
It's gonna be hours before the telecom network's back up, so we're gonna create our own network.
That's a big job. How long have you been planning this?
Well, dreaming about it since 7th grade, but planning? For the last 2 minutes or so.
Over there. She was having trouble breathing.
Miles, you busy?
What do you need?
Get to the roof of that building nearby.
Yo, you sounded stressed earlier. You doing okay?
Yeah, there's just a lot going on, and I'm hungry, and the vending machine only has those plain low-sodium table crackers.
Oh man, that sucks.
I'll manage. Hey, so I'm finally doing that app upgrade I've been talking about, with a little help from my friends. That's a brilliant pun that doesn't make sense to you yet, but it will in a minute. There should be a launcher around there.
What is all this stuff?
Environmental study by a new startup. The launcher's for high-altitude weather sensors.
And this startup gave us permission?
Yes. I checked with the head guy. Super nice. Seemed excited about helping out Spider-Man.
Okay, tell me what to do.
You've still got that 3D printer built into your web shooters, right? I need you to build something real quick. Just sent you the blueprints.
Got him. This looks like a drone. We don't spy on people, Genki.
Oh, no. It's all opt-in. Just New Yorkers sending messages to the app, which gets routed through these drones.
I get it now. FRND. Let me guess. Friendly Relay Network drone.
Close, but it doesn't really matter.
FRND. Did I just make a friend?
You did! 7th grade me was so wholesome. What matters is that it uses spatial and temporal correlated signals.
Over-the-air computation? You're a genius, Genki.
Oh, you.
Okay, now, how do we get this thing airborne?
There's a lot of competing signal traffic, so try to follow the path I marked on your visor. It'll give us a clearer signal. Local network should be online. Let me notify the app users. Reports should start coming in any minute now. We did it!
Back in business.
There! Crime report just came in.
place out. Come on, load him up. Before he gets here.
Hey, need a hand?
He's here! Smash him! Stealing weapons? Not on my watch! Stick to the...
Lost your keys? There's a locksmith up the street.
More of them coming. Let's give him a warm welcome. Spidey style. You're in our way. Yeah? It's one of my superpowers.
Hey, guys.
Here come the exterminators, Spider!
Mijo, are you okay?
Yeah, Ma. You okay?
See? I'm downtown helping Gloria at Feast. Have you met with Mr. Sumida?
No.
Dirigido. Spider-Man isn't going to get you into college.
I'll make it, Ma. Promise. Gotta run.
Enough of this! Bring in the big gun!
Big guns? All of you guys are for one armored car? Seems like overkill. What if instead of stealing you, I don't know. Think he's mad at me?
Stress masquerades as anger sometimes.
No, you sound like you're angry.
I'm not angry, Miles. It's just focus.
That's what my mom always says when she's angry. Hey, boy. I could be in physics class right now, memorizing abstract equations for hypothetical situations. I think I like this kind of physics better. That's bad advice.
Okay, the app's finally updated. Check it out.
Ooh, nice work.
New requests just came in.
Yankee, nice work on the app. This will help a lot of people.
Thanks.
Miles, let's hit these last requests and get back to school.
Spider-Man! Save us!
That crystal's back there. We didn't touch it.
What the hell? Didn't we just whoop you? You still here, Marco? Consider it a timeout. I should be in physics class right now, memorizing abstract equations for hypothetical situations. I think I like this kind of physics better. Okay, now you piss me off.
Okay, I talked to the doctor. Is there a... Marco's mind is broken. Literally shattered in
Freaky! So why are these sand dudes attacking me?
probably bits of his subconscious trying to protect whatever's in that crystal. But listen, if you can find all the pieces, they say you might be able to make him whole again.
Being a sand person sounds complicated. Okay, Marco. Who was your subconscious protecting?
Okay, so here's the cool part, okay? I like this idea of having Sandman crystals, but let's remix it, okay? So, basically, there is 4 in total. And what's cool about these crystals is this.
One minute I was with you, and the next, you were gone.
Talking crystal. Okay. Seems like it holds a part of Marco's memory. MJ said that there were more crystals scattered around the city. Gotta keep an eye out.
Hey, you want to grab that last request? Looks like some VIP stuck in a limo.
On it. Genki, is Mrs. Sumida still there?
Yeah, he's with Haley right now. She's trying to stall him for you.
Nice. Hopefully he's gonna tell me how to write my college essay.
You're not done with that yet? You know, since I already got into ESU, I could help you.
Nah, you do too much already. Plus, if you help me get into college, you never shut up about it.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, stay away from that limo. Ah! Paparazzi's bad enough. But paparazzi was done? Y'all are the worst, you know that? Why can't we all just let people be people? Let's check on that person in the limo.
Hospital.
J. Jonah Jameson. I gotta tell Spider-Man. All right, Mr. Jameson. Let's get you to the hospital. Spider-Man, you gotta come see who the VIP in the limo was.
I shudder in anticipation. Sealing a hydrant, then I'm on my way.
Mr. Jameson, it's Spider-Man. You with me?
Flying in. On your left.
Hey, Spider-Man. Look who it is.
What? Where am I? Spider-Man!
Jonah, my sunshine. You okay?
Help! I've been abducted!
What? No, I'm helping you, man.
Come and get a photo with us! Mass criminals kidnap beloved newsman!
Some things never change. Just be nice to the doctors.
Oh, they kidnapped me! I did not consent! Oh. Menaces! I'm surrounded by menaces! But J. Jonah Jameson is not going anywhere, you hear me? I'm not going anywhere! Wait, where am I going? Where am I going?
Mr. Parker, where are you?
Principal Evans. Hi. Yes, this is me, Peter Parker. I'm sorry. There was an emergency, and I'll be there soon, I promise.
I better see you in 10 seconds or...
Oh, no. You're breaking up. Well, soon.
Diabolical.
I can't believe I just did that.
The only thing.
Hey, sorry about the job. You weren't the worst teacher we've ever had, if that helps.
Think I can put that on my resume?
Well, listen. There's an open photo call at the New York Bulletin. I just sent a shot in yesterday. It's not much money, but it's money.
That's Robbie Robertson's paper. We used to work together at the Bugle. I think I know just what he'd like. Thanks, Miles.
No problem. I might send him a few more shots, too, if I have time.
So for the photography missions, basically the concept for it, or the backstory, is that Peter is trying to be responsible. He knows that he has to be responsible as Peter Parker as much as he does being Spider-Man. So he's going to be consistent with going to work. He's going to be consistent even doing a side gig. He's really great at photography, so why not get paid for it?
He always said, don't show me the city, show me New York. Ain't that something? There. Now to submit and...
Peter, how you doing, son?
Robbie, hi. I know this is out of the blue, but I wanted to let you know I just sent in a photo for your open call.
Wonderful. We can definitely run this.
I gotta duck into a meeting. But if you find the beating heart of New York anywhere else, send it my way. It's good to hear from you.
You too, Robbie. Thanks.
So this will lead into the next main mission. So after Peter sends in that call, Robbie's like, you know what? Why don't you stop by? Everybody in the Bugle misses you. We could catch up. And also, I need you to come in to set up your direct deposit so you get paid for these shots. Just have like a reason for him to go there, right? And the cool thing about this is that when he goes there, you could like walk around. You'll be playing as Peter Parker. You could walk around and you could see like little mementos of like Peter's past working at the Daily Bugle. And it would just be a nice little section where you could just get that kind of vibe of it. But another great thing that I want to do is that once he goes to the Daily Bugle, he reunites with his best friend Eddie Brock and his girlfriend Betty Brant. So yeah, they catch up. They're like, "Hey, it's great to see you. We haven't seen you since you quit the Bugle to work with Dr. Octavius. I'm sorry that things with Dr. Octavius didn't work out." And then they just catch up. You know, they talk about stuff, and then Peter, and then he also wants to say like, "Oh, we should definitely catch up. MJ misses you guys. Let's do like a double date, right?" And then Eddie actually takes Peter aside. But before I continue, you're probably wondering why I have a photo J color. This is how I envision Eddie looking like. Okay, I want him to, obviously he doesn't have to be this big, but he's a very, very muscular guy, and you could see it from the jump. The hairstyle, 100% though. That's definitely what I see Eddie Brock with. And the reason why he's so big is because all his life he was getting beaten by his father, and he never felt strong enough to stand up to him. He was strong enough to stand up to bullies against Peter and Harry. When it comes to his father, he always felt weak, so he always compensated by building a strong body and stuff like that. But they talk in a balcony. He apologizes for not being there for him when May died and stuff like that. And then Peter's like, "Yeah, I know. It was the double spread situation was hard on everybody. I totally understand." And then they just talk and stuff like that. And then Peter's actually like, "Oh, I'm struggling to pay May's mortgage." And then here's the good thing about Eddie. It's like they've been friends for so long, and he loves Peter so much that he's like, "You know what? I'm gonna give you the money to pay off for the mortgage." And then Peter's just like, "No, you don't have to do that. It's too much money." And then he's just like, "No, you and Aunt May were there for me when I had nobody else."
Thought I'd see you guys again. Sand in my boots, my gloves, nightmare. Time to check out that crystal.
Someone's watching us, Key. But I don't want you to worry. That's my job.
Marco thought he was being watched. And who's Kimia?
So the second Sandman crystal is another past memory, same dialogue that you got, but the first memory that you get is Spider-Man's first fight with Sandman, and it was on a Europe trip from high school. So in my version, and I'm taking a little bit from Far From Home, I think that his first interaction with Sandman was when he was working with Mysterio. So that's their first interaction. Remember, there's 4, so there's only 2 left.
Hey, MJ.
Hey, I'm headed to your place to drop something off. Is the back door unlocked?
I don't know. I left in a hurry this morning. I'll just meet you there.
Okay, cool. You and Miles get back to school okay?
Yep.
Quite a first day for you. Hopefully tomorrow will be quieter.
I am sure it will be. See you in a bit.
So how the dialogue changes here is just Peter's actually very excited about his whole day. This is the first time where everything in Peter's day is going very well for him, and it's because of his own effort. He's putting in the energy, he's being responsible, and things as Peter and Spider-Man are just flowing. Right? So MJ calls him. She's like, hey, I'm going to drop some stuff off. He tells him, like, hey, I picked up a side job doing photos for the Bugle. And MJ's so excited to hear this. It just shows her that he's putting in the effort. He's being responsible. And he's actually putting in the effort that he never did in the relationship before. And this stems from him losing Doc Ock in the last game. If he knows that if he was more present as Peter Parker and he was there in the lab, maybe he could have saved Doc Ock. Maybe he wouldn't have gone crazy like he did. So he understands, I have to be present and responsible as Peter Parker and as Spider-Man. And that's the whole plot about this game. It's learning the balance in between.
The whole semester planned out. Next week, we were going to make a potato-powered helicopter.
So the roles are switched here. Everything's going great for Peter, but for MJ, she's worried about losing her job.
Yikes, what does that even mean?
It means that whoever doesn't write a front-page story in the next week is fired.
Oh, well, you'll be fine then, because you're the best reporter they have. What you got in there?
Unsold some Kariat books. Running out of storage at my place.
But you got great reviews.
I sold 14 copies. Nobody wanted to read about some Karia. The Bugle is the biggest outlet in the city. I can make a difference there. But if I get fired, I don't know what I'll do.
Do you even need the Bugle to do what you want to do?
I tried making an impact from the outside and 14 copies. Now I need to change things from the inside.
I haven't had time to clean.
Back room?
Yeah. I'm just gonna tidy up a bit.
This stays the same though. You know what I mean? Like, Peter's not a perfect person. Yes, he's being a little bit more responsible, but, you know, I've done this too, bro. Sometimes I'm so busy with work and other things that sometimes my room is kind of crazy. But yeah, he has his little error. So this is the amount of money that Eddie gave Peter.
I mortgaged the house to keep Beast afloat. And now I'm sinking. Oh man, I've been wanting to play this. Just need to find the time.
Bummer that the teaching thing didn't work out. What's next, do you think?
I don't know. To be honest, I'd like to take some time off, but I can't really afford to.
What about selling the house?
I can't. I mean, I could, but I can't.
If you need time, I can cover the mortgage.
You said Jonah might clean house.
I won't let him fire me. I know how much this house means to you. We'll figure it out.
I don't deserve you. Have you thought any more about moving in?
We talked about this. I need to be in the city, close to where the action is.
But think of all the romantic dinners we could have here.
When was the last time you were home for dinner?
Fair point.
Hey, what's this? Is all this maze stuff?
Yeah, I need to donate it, but not just yet. What are you looking at?
Some pretty cute old photos of you.
Man, I haven't seen these in a while. Huh. I think that was in my bedroom. Why did she take a picture of that? Balance. What does that mean? Wonder if this is still there. I'm gonna go take a look.
Let me know what you find. I'm gonna keep looking at these photos you've never shown me. Oh, adorable.
So yeah, basically with this, you get to see that not everything's all sunshine and rainbows with Peter and MJ, right? They were struggling to pay the mortgage, but thankfully through Eddie Brock, they have the money to stay afloat now. So now Peter's like saying like, hey, everything's all good. Have you ever thought about moving in now? I know we spoke about this a lot, but she's saying like, I can't. I need to be in the city so that I can have better chances to get better stories. And so there's this kind of this conflict of like MJ's in desperation. She's kind of scared about what's gonna happen and stuff like that. So.
Our phone lines are open. Menace. Definitely a big fat menace. Let me tell you something about this assault.
So basically in this scene, Eddie Brock is here, and this is the first time that Eddie Brock tells Peter that his dad beats him, and he's scared to go home, and he doesn't know who to talk to, but he wanted to tell his best friend, right? So then Peter's even contemplating like, oh, I could tell him I'm Spider-Man, I could help him in some way. But then Eddie's like saying, he doesn't tell him, but Eddie's like saying like, but then again, I don't know what to do, because if something happens to my dad, I'm gonna go into foster care, and I'll be away from you and Harry, and I don't want that. I want to be with you guys. So Peter punches the wall because he's so angry he doesn't know what to do. And then May comes in, she gives this wonderful speech about balance, and secretly she knows what's going on with Eddie and his father, because she has this like intuition about it. And she gives this great speech about, you know, learning to balance the things in your life, regardless of the good and the bad. You know, and that's why this is why Eddie gave Peter the money, because a lot of times May's house was a safe haven for him. He loved May like it was his own mom, you know? And in this timeline, Eddie doesn't have a mom. His mother died during childbirth, and that's the whole reason why his father hates him so much, because he took away the love of his life. You know? It's not a good thing, it's a horrible thing. But, you know, in some cases this does happen, you know?
I'm still working on that. Oh, come on. Come on.
Maybe May had a point. Something's gotta give. I should go check on MJ.
Just got a tip. Raph's moving a couple of inmates to Ravencroft tomorrow for evaluation.
They say who?
No, but I'm gonna find out.
MJ!
Whoa. Doctors haven't cleared me for MJ hugs yet.
Sorry.
Harry. I missed you.
I missed you too. I heard about May. I'm so sorry.
So how was Europe?
Sorry about all that. I was being treated in isolation here in the city, and I didn't want you guys to worry about me.
Is it the same thing your mom had?
It was. Past tense. We think it's in remission.
Harry, this is... I can't believe it. You look great.
I feel great.
Oh, I have to get to work. Dinner tomorrow?
Coney Island? For old time's sake?
It's a date.
That's new.
Yeah, it's a little skill she picked up when we were in Sicaria.
Sorry for coming by unannounced and all.
What? No, are you kidding? You want to come inside?
Actually, I was hoping you might have time to go for a ride with me.
Sure. I'm surprised the frugal flyer is still on the road.
I was thinking we might roll like we used to.
Ooh. Is that my old bike?
Nah, I found it on the internet. It's a close match though, right?
Wow. Yeah. It's even got the same stickers and everything. You sure this isn't my bike? You ready?
Eddie is waiting for them at the location where they're gonna meet up, and then Peter's just like, "Oh, you went to go see Eddie?" He's just like, "Yeah, I stopped by the Bugle. He told me he saw you there, and yeah, he's waiting for us. So let's head over."
For insurance, but I don't even need it.
you have more energy than I do.
So, tell me everything. What's been keeping you busy?
Just substitute teaching in between getting fired. I've also been tutoring a high school kid. He's special. Reminds me a little of me, actually.
Lucky kid. I never would have passed honors calc without your help. Hey, I read about your old boss, Dr. Octavius. That must have been crazy.
That's one way to put it, yeah. I wish you'd been around. Harry, why didn't you tell me you were sick? I'd have been there in a shot.
You wouldn't have liked what you'd seen. The treatment was horrible. I was floating in a tank with a healing agent. It gave me awful nightmares.
A tank? Wow.
Experimental stuff.
Wait, we're at Midtown High. Is that actually where we're going?
Can neither confirm nor deny.
This place looks exactly the same as it did 10 years ago. Oh.
Thanks. Come on.
Why'd you bring us here? We both hated high school.
Flash and his buddies cornered me and broke my laptop. We lost that presentation.
For the Young Entrepreneurs Competition. We'd worked for months on that thing.
And the state meet was the next morning.
I had a backup on a USB.
But it was in your locker.
We called the school begging to let us in.
But they said no. It was after hours.
We were so desperate, we walked around the entire school, trying every door.
Until we got to this one.
Wait, what do you...
I remember we had to jimmy it. Shall we?
So I obviously cut off the school sections because, you know, I've been playing video games all my life, and I didn't buy the game to play as a 15-year-old boy. I already experienced that. I don't want to experience it again. But basically, you could keep it if you want to, but in my thing, I'm not going to keep it. So basically, they just go inside, they chill in the high school, they play some ball, and they just catch up here. Eddie says, like, oh yeah, I'm an editor and a photographer, and I might get a promotion to be a... I might get a promotion to be an editor. He's a photographer and a journalist, and I might get a promotion to become an editor. And then Peter's just like, yeah, May's pretty stressed about Jonah, like, cutting people. And then he's just like, Eddie's like, yeah, I've been fighting for MJ, but you know how Jonah is, and stuff like that. They talk about MJ and Peter and how, like, everything's good, but she doesn't want to move in, and they've been struggling with that for a few months. And then you get the whole scene where they go get their lockers, they go check that out, and then Harry has the IDs of Emily May Foundation. But here's the switch that what we're gonna do. It's not called the Emily May Foundation, it's called Life Foundation.
But we're not done yet.
I know that look. What are you up to?
Still think you can find your old locker? Oh, crap. Who's that?
Nice touch. Is this guy part of all this too?
Nope. Run. Hey!
Dude, we're gonna get arrested!
Not if he doesn't catch us.
This is not the kind of nostalgia I like!
So Peter, Harry, and Eddie are the original creators of the Life Foundation. It's inspired by their whole idea of healing the world and inspired by their late mothers. Peter not meeting his mother, Peter with Aunt May, who was a surrogate mother to him, Harry with his mother who got sick, and then Eddie who never even got to meet his mother.
I got a second chance. And I'm gonna take advantage of that. But I need you with me, Pete.
Wow, this is a lot to process.
Why don't you come by the lab tomorrow? Check it out.
You have a lab already?
I'll show you some of my ideas. And we can talk about it some more. Deal?
Sure.
Pete, We're gonna heal the world.
Beautiful stuff.
My name is Miles Morales. And even I'm bored already.
So with this, Miles just struggles to write his college essay, and he tries to clear his head by going on patrol.
Don't give me that look, Pops. I'm only taking a break.
Hola, mijo. How's the essay going?
It's going. I'm gonna head out though. Pete called for some backup. We're just.
It's better if I don't know the details.
I'll be fine, Ma.
Espera un momento. You know how there have been a few nights recently where you've been working late, and so I also worked late? Well, I wasn't working. Don't give me that look. I'm not in any trouble. It's just, I've been going on some dates. Dating, actually.
Oh, right.
And there's this one guy. I've seen him a few times, and it's going well.
Ma, what are you asking me?
I'd like to have him over. For Barthelone.
I'm sure there's some spider stuff I can be doing. I can give you some privacy.
No, I'd like him to meet you. And I'd like you to meet him. But if you're not comfortable, I totally understand.
Ma. Look.
So here's a big change for this. I don't think Miles will be so accepting of his mom dating so quickly, because I think it's been like a year since his father died, and I'm pretty sure seeing your mother start dating after losing your father, it's kind of something difficult to grasp. Well, I don't think he should be so open to it. I think he's just going to be very distant. Like, I just can't deal with this right now, Mom. I have to go on patrol. You know, so it causes that conflict that not only is he struggling to figure out what he wants to do with his future, but he's also fearful of like the changes going around. Because people around him are continuing their future. Genki's going to college, Kate's going to college, his mom's thinking about dating again, and he's the only one that's just been in the loop of like, I'm just Spider-Man. You know what I mean? I've been Spider-Man since December, you know? And that's all he thinks about. And that's why in the first video, when he's in the raft after getting stabbed by Scorpion, he has those hallucinations of like people moving on without him, and him still stuck being Spider-Man.
Hey, Miles. Getting used to hearing that voicemail of yours. Dropped you a pin. Wanna come through?
Hey, Uncle Aaron.
What? Too busy to visit your fam?
Nah. I was just giving you space after you got out.
Don't need it. Besides, we gotta settle some things.
We do?
See you soon, kid.
Just go see him and get it over with, Miles. Then we focus on whoever took Lee and Scorpion. Something tells me they're planning something big.
Another day, another disaster befalls our beautiful city. And guess who's to blame? In what should have been a routine prison transfer, the Spider-Men felt the need to inject themselves into a situation that was already being handled by the proper authorities, and completely botched it. A new group of mercenaries made their presence known in the hijacking of the supervillain Scorpion and Mr. Negative. Not much is known about this new collective, other than their penchant for animal skins, but one thing is abundantly clear. The Spider-Men did nothing to impede them. Had law enforcement been allowed to do their jobs, these criminals wouldn't be in the wind right now. Looks like we have an eyewitness calling in. Caller, you're live.
Hi, Jonah. Thanks for having me. Just want to point out that what you're saying is a total lie.
Here we go.
I was there on the pier. Law enforcement was completely outmatched. The Spider-Men saved countless lives and almost stopped those bow and arrow geeks, too.
First, you're lucky to be alive. Second, let me ask you, just this week alone, can you guess how much property damage those vigilantes are responsible for?
No, but that's not the issue here.
I don't have time to get into a circuitous whataboutism argument when there are costumed criminals reducing our city to rubble on a daily basis. Think of all the shipping delays we're gonna face because of this. When you can't shave because your favorite cream is trapped in shipping hell, make sure you thank the Spider-Man. Time for the bureaucrats to do their job. We need... And also, a word from our sponsors.
We really gotta do this with the mask on?
Depends.
Relax. I'm not trying to get my ass kicked by my nephew again. Your dad used to give me that exact same look. Kid?
Martin Lee. Someone got him out.
I know what you're thinking, Miles. This is not on you. We can't let him live up here. It's just another kind of prison.
It's not that easy.
Never said it was. But sometimes you gotta push the past away so you can make room for the future. That's actually why I called. Need your help getting something. Could get it myself, but parole means Prowler's retired.
What is it?
Just some old tech I gotta get off the street. Stashed it by a decommissioned Roxxon lab near Central Park.
Yeah, I know the one. Are you really putting Prowler behind you?
Behind us. You getting something?
How did you...
And Miles, that Lee business? Don't be stupid.
Yeah.
So now we're doing the Prowler questline missions. There's only 4 again. This is the only mission where it plays out exactly the same, where you go in, you do this little puzzle thing, and you get access to the thing, right? So it goes the same way. Miles gets inside, and then Prowler sees that there's a recording, like a security camera recording that's been corrupted. He does his thing, he uncorrupts it, and they see a video. It's still a little like glitchy and stuff like that, but they see a video of somebody who has similar tech to the Prowler, and they're just stealing his equipment, right? And Miles like, do you know who this is? And he's just like, I don't know exactly, but whoever it is, we gotta get it back. You gotta get this tech. It's too dangerous, and I can't have people thinking that the Prowler's out there causing problems when I'm not, you know. And then right after this mission, once that's done, you have to do the firework mission. I know it's a side story, but it jumps right in. So as you're doing this, like across the street, there's like fireworks that go off, and somebody gets hurt.
Can't pull it open from down here.
You would have made a decent Prowler. You should be seeing how to get inside now.
Got it. You want to finally tell me what this is?
Old suit prototypes. Feel free to keep it. Some good tech in there.
Cool. Could definitely use this. Hold on. Fireworks? Better warn those guys they're illegal here without a permit before someone calls the cops on them.
So this happens across the street, and then Miles goes to check it out. Mind you, Prowler still with him.
Sorry, Mom. Something came up. You were just telling me something?
Oye, Miles, me enteré de lo que pasó con el transfer y con... ¿Estás bien?
Sí, Ma. Todo bien.
Estaba ayudando a Uncle Aaron with some stuff.
Ah. ¿Y cómo está él?
Está trotando.
Pues qué bueno.
Mami, veo en casa. And before you ask me again, estoy bien. Te lo juro. Te quiero.
When he says that, it makes it seem like the writers originally wanted him to not be okay with his mom dating. But yeah, basically the mom is calling, just trying to talk to him, just to see how he's feeling about that conversation. And, you know, he's a good son. He's just like, look, hey, I don't really want to talk about it, but I still love you. I'm not mad at you. I just need some space.
Technology program in the state. And I heard he's talking scholarships.
I have so many questions for him. Be there soon. Hey, do either one of you guys have a permit for those? Mike! Mike! He's still breathing, but I'll get him to a hospital. I knew those fireworks looked shady. Is he gonna be okay? I think so. Looks like he's just unconscious, but I'm not taking any chances.
Where am I? Spider-Man?
Don't worry, I'm taking you to a hospital. Also, for obvious reasons, I gotta tell you personal fireworks are illegal in New York.
We didn't know. They're for our brother, Lex. We lost him a few years ago, and he always loved them. So, we tried to launch a few around his birthday.
Oh, man. I'm sorry.
Spider-Man? Wow.
There. The staff here is great. They'll take good care of you.
Thanks. Actually, wait. If those fireworks we bought were sketchy, maybe you should check where we got them from. Some docks north of us between those two bridges.
I think I know which place you mean. I'll take a look.
So what's cool about this is that Miles calls Prowler back, and he's just like, hey, can you actually help me out with something? And Prowler was like, yeah, of course. So he tells him to meet him where these freaking fireworks are being made, and he actually helps him out take out the criminals.
Be careful. Thanks.
Bro, watch it next to that barrel. We can't make it.
So basically Prowler helps him out. And this is a great thing that I like about this game.
And let me work my magic.
Alright, I don't like to talk over the dialogue. So yeah, this is what I like about this game regarding the gameplay. And they delved into it a little bit, but they didn't go as far. In this game, you're not only you're gonna have a teammate a lot of the times when you play the missions, right? And I also that you have these little like 4 little ability stuff. There's multiple people throughout the game that you do that with. So the 3 characters that we've seen so far is either Peter or Miles, Prowler. So once you start the mission chain, every time you do like a crime and stuff like that, you would see one of these people and helping you with that crime. You have like little dialogues between Peter and Prowler, Miles and Rafe, and you know what I mean? So it's like little things like that, and you get to upgrade, or like you have to get to set their abilities and stuff like that. Alright? I'll dive in more into it once we get into more of the character stuff like that. But imagine Prowler's here with Miles, helping him take out these guys. And you can go stealth or you can go heavy. It doesn't really matter. But we're gonna go stealth for this one. It's kind of similar to the City That Never Sleeps, where like you could use Black Cat to help you take out the guys. Same way with this one.
Nobody saw that, right? fireworks! The river! I can chuck them! Wait! Nice. Wow, really nice. Happy birthday, Lex.
Was that you? Oh man, I hope Mike saw that from the hospital. Lex would have loved it.
Hope y'all enjoy your time in New York. Stay safe.
So yeah, what's great about this is like Miles will be like, you have so much talent. You could use the Prowler for good. You know what I mean? You could be like a superhero, and then
It's pretty quiet. Still no sign of Lee or the gang that took him. Wonder if Pete's having better luck than me.
so yeah, so then freaking Miles just like, yeah, you could use your powers for good, and Prowler's just like, I don't know, kid, like I've been doing my own thing for a long time. I don't know if like being a superhero is who I am, you know? So it instills that seed that like Prowler could be something more, you know? And he'll be like, I'll let you know if I get another stash hit or something like that, or I get any updates.
I know I left my backpack around here somewhere.
Kinda nice though with that drop, huh? It's kinda clean too.
Hey, Miles. What's up? Hey, good to see you. Miles, over here.
Hey. You made it.
So, forget Haley, imagine it's Kay Bishop.
I want to talk to him about that computational physics program.
We got your missing person report half an hour ago. What happened?
That's just it. We don't know. She left to get something from her car and then never came back.
I just heard 2 words. Missing in person. So I'm gonna say yes.
Go ahead. We'll save your seat.
Gotta catch up to the principal. Maybe I could find out more.
She left her phone behind. Is it unlocked?
Here we go.
Just some notifications from her fitness tracker. It's counting her steps, wherever she is. The students adore Miss Ferguson. I hope she's all right. Please find her.
We'll do our best.
Miss Ferguson's missing. Oh man. Sounds like she's still wearing her fitness tracker. Wonder if I could find that signal. All right. Let's see where this fitness tracker is. Last known location, Dawson Harbor.
Beginning text-to-speech call with Haley Cooper. Miles, Mr. Atlas just got here. ETA?
Oh, man. Gotta find Miss Ferguson first. Be there when I can.
He's handing out scholarship applications right now.
Can you get one for me?
I'll do better than that. Sent you a link.
Thanks.
Good luck. And hurry.
Heyo, Miles.
What's up, Genki? Can this wait?
Not really. I've got Mr. Atlas here. I told him how you were missing the fair for volunteer work, and he asked for a phone call with you. Is, now a good time?
Thanks, Genki. But now is definitely not a good time.
Here he is,
don't let
Mr.
the
Atlas.
looks back.
I know you've got a flight to catch.
Genki!
Hi, Miles?
Yeah. Hello.
You're whispering. Is now a bad time?
No. I'll make it work. That's me.
Great. I heard you're interested in our music technology program. So, tell me about yourself. What do you do for fun?
Well, I used to do music production, but it's been hard to find time lately.
Genki here showed me some of your samples. Good stuff. Particularly your song called Swinging. What was your inspiration?
Yeah. I was, just swinging one day and thinking. The tune just kinda came to me.
Interesting. And can you tell me about what's important to you in life?
Being there for people when they need me. Being reliable, trustworthy. Someone people can depend on.
Very interesting. And finally, why do you think you'd make a great addition to our school?
Don't give up. And, I care about doing the right thing. I won't let you down.
Fascinating. Well, Miles, thanks for your time. I think I've got enough here.
Thanks. Do you want my email so we can stay in touch, or... That could have gone better. Maybe I can make it back to BB in time to meet Mr. Atlas in person. And clarify some things. Bad day to be a bad guy. All right. With those guys out of the way, let's see where that tracker signal leads. There she is. This glass looks pretty breakable. I got you. Are you okay?
I'm fine. But who are these people? How do they know I work for Rand?
Let's figure that out when we're not in the hostage situation. You hide. I've got these guys.
The Rand thing, I didn't really expect that actually.
Messing up my operation.
Your operation involves kidnapping. How am I supposed to let that slide?
I don't believe it. You took them out by yourself?
It's in my job description. Ready to go?
Are you going to carry me?
Sure. I've carried people before.
As long as I can get verbal confirmation that if I throw up on you, you won't sue me.
Consider this confirmation. Just...
Thanks to Spider-Man, our treasured teacher, Miss Ferguson, is back with us safe and sound. To show our gratitude, it is my honor to declare Spider-Man the official hero of Brooklyn Visions. You are always welcome here, Spider-Man.
Thank you.
And now, back to the quad. We've got a robotics demonstration to do.
Not much time.
Hi, Miles. I appreciate your dedication to interviewing, but I could tell you were clearly busy with something important. Mr. Sinclair put in an excellent word for you, as did Principal Evans. So let's do this right and meet this week on campus, in person.
That's going to be the end, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please, if you like what you see, please give me a like and follow. I greatly appreciate it. And tell me what you think about the rewrite. Tell me in the comments. Alright, God bless you guys. Love you. And be good people. Peace.